afternoon, everybody. This is Carla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, Carla being Crafty, and I am here for another Moving Chronicles update. It is Monday, September 1st. Is that right? Yes, September 1st. Today is Labor Day. No, it's the 2nd. Sorry. I'm like, I thought that was wrong. It's Labor Day. It's Monday. Day off, third day of a 3-day weekend, etc., etc. And I just thought I would check in with you guys and kind of give you this week's update of what is going on as far as my move. I think it looks like I've been crying. I have not been crying. I just recently, as I picked up the phone to do this video, I had a sneezing fit. So I just sneezed for 5 minutes and then turned on the camera. So that's where we are. Okay, so let's see. This week, interesting week. Last Sunday, as I told you guys, I went to the memorial for Kip, which was a nice, difficult but nice. It was nice to see everybody. Monday, I actually woke up and I did not feel great. Oops, let's not get my finger in the way here. I'm actually holding the camera the right way today, so, be proud of me. Except I'm getting my hand in it. Okay. I woke up with a sore throat Monday. Kind of like I get, when I was younger, I used to get tonsillitis a lot, and my uvula would get extremely swollen, so that's what it was. And I will also get that from having allergies and sleeping with my mouth open and snoring, etc. So I thought that was kind of what it was. I went to work. I ended up going home early, like around 2:30. Slept the rest of the afternoon. And then I stayed home on Tuesday because I was actually running a low-grade fever all day. So, of course, I tested. Didn't have COVID, I just had a fever and just achy and a fever was the basic symptoms after the sore throat went away. But then I was back at work on Wednesday and the rest of the week. I'm feeling okay. Just, I'm a little run down, and I think I'm a little run down just because, I'm moving and I'm doing a lot of stuff and it's just stressful physically, mentally, etc. And so that's where we're at. So this was a 3-day weekend. Saturday, I went over to the new house in Long Beach with Lorraine, and I spent the day there. I brought over 2 big bags. They're not garbage bags. They're like these packing bags, but they're big. And one of them was full of dirty laundry, and one of them was full of like bedding. And then I brought a smaller bag that was full of like pillows and stuff. And then I brought another bag that was full of a lot of my finished cross stitches, like smaller pieces and stuff. So that was fun because I got to show that to Lorraine. My back is hurting me, so I'm going to lean. So forgive me for leaning on. Well, okay, I tried to lean on something that will not hold my leaning. Okay, there, leaning on a pillow. So that was fun. I brought over also my all seasons tree with the ornaments, and she went through it, and she actually was like, this is fun. And so she enjoyed that, and she kind of picked them out because I had taken them all off to pack it in the bag that I took over. So she was putting the ornaments back on, and we talked about I don't expect to come in and like take over the walls with all of my stuff. But I definitely find it gratifying when I take out something that I have created and she really likes it, the mermaid with the shells around it that I made a couple years ago. That was in that bag, and she immediately was like, oh, this has to go in the bathroom. So that was great. So she put that in the bathroom, and then we were talking about, I have a lot of things that are kind of in like 6x6 type frames, that size. And the way that the living room kitchen is set up, there's kind of a counter in between, and there's, the framing of the wall between, there's, a little area. And she goes, that would be great. We can put all those little pictures up there. So I think I will be, putting some of my stuff in the main, the living space. shared space. And I think that that's great that she is happy to have me do that. So anyway, I did laundry while I was over there, visited, looked at the room again, just, kind of hanging out. Yesterday I did have intentions of doing work, and I did 0. I slept a lot yesterday. I just needed it. I'm giving in to when my body says it's tired. I'm trying to pace myself and do stuff so that I'm not killing myself at the end. I have 3 more weekends before my move. Next weekend I will have Julie from Stitching in the Cabin is going to come over and help me on Sunday. And then I have some other friends that are coming over either the next weekend or the following weekend, or possibly both, to help me. So I think that they are willing to be a resource for me to to help me out. I realize I look pretty gross right now. I really need to wash my hair and take a shower because I have been working today. Again, not killing myself, not, I've been taking breaks and stuff like that. But I have gotten a couple things accomplished as far as, plans I had. My kitchen, my dining area, this is a one studio, but I have kind of divided into areas, and I have my sort of dining craft area and then my bedroom living area. The dining craft area, I had a table set up. I've never really used it as a dining table except when I had people over for dinner. But it was a folding table with a cloth on it. And I was able to clear that off. Some of it I was able to box up, some of it I just put in a bag to go through later, but I just wanted to get the table cleared off so that I could collapse the table, which gives me more room to stack boxes and stuff. I had a clear bin that it had some just assorted kitchenware and stuff from previously when I had to clean out my kitchen for exterminator stuff. And then I was thinking about it, and I realized that it doesn't make sense to keep that, because then when I move it, it's going to get unpacked, and then I have an empty bin. What would make more sense, and what I did, is to empty that into a regular box and then have the clear bins for my paper crafting stuff, because then I don't have to unpack it. It'll stay in there. So I have one clear bin that has all of my almost finished little golden books. I have not forgotten about that, and that is going to be a priority once I move, to get those out to the recipients. And then the second one, I just started putting, the components and stuff like that, my paper crafting. And then I have one more bin. And then I can just, leave that stuff in there, but I'll be able to see what's in there. So that'll be cool. So I did that today. So that whole area of my apartment is kind of torn apart and starting to be, stacked with boxes and stuff. I have several more trash bags now that are ready to go out, and I think my friend who has been coming over just to kind of take some heavy stuff down to the trash for me is coming over tomorrow, so I will have that stuff for her to do. It'll take her 5 minutes. It would take me all evening and being in pain the next day, and it'll take her 5-10 minutes. So I'm accepting that help. What else did I do this week? Oh, I ordered a new litter robot, because it is an expense. I know it is a big expense, and I guess it was technically an unnecessary expense, but here was my thinking. The litter robot that I have now has lasted, but it's getting to where it still works, but it works with help. It doesn't, I have to reset it all the time, because it's just, And on top of that, one thing about the litter robot is it is really great for controlling odor, but after a while, it really needs a deep cleaning. And I have done sort of a deep cleaning once on it. It's very difficult to do in this apartment. I don't have any place to really deep clean it, and I have to completely take it apart in order to do that, because I just don't even have a big enough space. What it really needs for deep cleaning is I need a hose and a lawn, and I will have that in Long Beach. But I also don't want to take this over there and then have to clean it, you know, and in the meantime, Baggy doesn't have a litter box. My other thing is I kind of just want to start fresh. I want, you know, a new, fresh environment for he and I, and that's part of it. So I did order, when I ordered, so the litter robot that I have now, for those of you familiar, the original litter robot was a litter robot 3, and then there was a litter robot 3 Connect, which connects to like the internet and an app, and then now there's a litter robot 4. I have a litter robot 3 Connect, but the thing is that I don't use the app. I've never used it, never connected right. The Bluetooth has never worked properly. I've never used it that way. So that, and it costs an extra $50 to $100, something like that, for that feature. However, I believe the actual machine is the same size, the same, like I think they're interchangeable. The other thing is that the litter robot site, you have to just look and just go on and see, because they only have them periodically, or I guess they have them first come first serve. They have reconditioned ones. So I ended up getting a litter robot 3, so that's the older model than what I have now, reconditioned. So that takes about $100 off the price. So I ordered it, and it is being delivered to Long Beach, I think Friday. So when I go over next Saturday, I'll be able to set it up, and the litter box will be ready for when Baggy comes over. So it'll all be set up, and that will be something I don't have to worry about. And then the one that I have now, once I move Baggy over, which will be the day before my actual move, I have the big giant box that it came in still. So I will be able to empty it and basically stick it in the box. It can go in the garage, and then next spring I can take it out and really give it, you know, a good deep cleaning. And then I have, you know, components if something happens with the one I have now. It all makes sense in my head. It seemed like the right thing to do, so I did order that. Also, I found somebody to come in, and Lorraine and I were talking about getting somebody to come in and do like the floors and clean the bathroom and stuff like that once a month or twice a month, depending on how much we need it. But I think we're only going to need it like once a month. But so her daughter had, after the house was painted and everything, her daughter had maid service come over to do the floors, and Lorraine was not happy with them. She thought they were really expensive for what they did, and they were like, there were 2 people there. It was $80 an hour for each person, and they were there for 2 hours, and they didn't really do anything. They didn't even move the furniture back. The furniture was all in the middle of the room because the house had been painted, and they didn't even move the furniture back. And they told Lorraine, "Oh, we can do it, but then it's extra time," you know. So Lorraine just thought it didn't make sense. It wasn't a good deal, and they didn't really do a great job. I mean, they cleaned the floors, but that was about it. And I agree, because I think for something like that, I don't like an hourly wage. I think you charge for the job, and then if you want to do it fast or slow, it's up to you. But I don't think it's fair when service people are charging by the hour when they're the ones who are controlling how long it takes. So we still wanted to find somebody, but whatever that maid service was, it's not somebody that we're going to keep going with. So what happened was, I was sitting at work, and my coworker's niece came over. She lives in Long Beach. She actually lives, I think, about maybe 3 miles from where my new place is going to be. And I was talking to her, and I'm like, "Oh, do you know anybody who does housekeeping in Long Beach?" And she's like, "Oh, well, we have somebody who comes over." So she gave me a referral to this lady. She said she's really good and great price. So she charges like $120 to do the floors and dusting and the bathroom. And so I set it up for her to come over the first time, October, I think 19th, which is a Saturday. She can come over during the week after that, but I wanted to be there the first time she's there. Lorraine's there unless she has a doctor's appointment or something. She's usually there during the day, but for the first time I wanted to be home. So we got that set up. So that was nice. And sort of, kind of, it fell into place that Nina actually has somebody that she recommended, and so I can feel comfortable and Lorraine can feel comfortable knowing that it's somebody that somebody knows kind of thing. So that's good. What else? I really appreciate all your guys' support on these little videos, that you're enjoying hearing what's going on, etc. You guys have said that I seem happy or whatever. I mean, I am putting my best foot forward on these videos because I want you guys to know that I am happy, excited about moving. But honestly, my emotions are up and down because I go from feeling like, oh yeah, this is no big deal for me to pack, to looking around going, I just can't. I'm living in chaos, and it's a lot. That's why I'm trying to pace myself. That's why I started the process so far out, because I know how much physically I can handle and emotionally, etc. And so yeah, I'm trying to pace myself, and I am planning on going over basically all the next 3 weekends. I'm going to go over to Lorraine's. I keep calling it Lorraine's. Eventually it'll be, I'm going over to my place, right? But I'm going over there on probably like the Saturdays or whatever to, do laundry, I'm bringing over stuff that that's soft stuff that I can carry. I'm not doing anything with it yet because obviously I don't have any furniture to put it into or to put it away, but I still, I like bringing over some stuff. I don't want to just wait. It also, as I bring some stuff over little by little, it's less overwhelming for me. It's going to be less overwhelming at the end. So it's less overwhelming for Lorraine because, it's hard. She's having, me like invade her space, and I don't want that to be a negative thing. I mean, she's happy and excited about me coming, and she's so sweet. But, I mean, she's gone through a lot in the last month or so. She's gone through a lot with her roommate who, is like a sister to her for the last 10 years, being ill. I mean, she was ill for a while before all this stuff happened, and then being in the hospital, and then she went through this whole cleaning everything phase because she thought, Kip was going to get better and come home, and she wanted it to be a clean environment, so she worked her butt off cleaning everything and doing laundry, and and then Kit passed away, and so it's been, she's been under a lot of stress and stuff lately. She's going through testing. In fact, when I was there Saturday, she finally finished her heart monitor test and was able to take the thing off that she's had to wear for a month. So she's been through a lot. So I know bringing over a little bit of stuff at a time is makes it a little bit easier for her. I know mentally she told me she started thinking in her mind, until I move in and it's Carla's room, the front, she's in her mind that the bedroom is not Kip's room anymore. It's the front bedroom. And then when I move in, it's my room. So she's making that mental transition for herself too. And it's hard. This is a good, happy thing that's happening for me and for her too, but it's coming because of something that is sad and not good. So, that's just a part of it. So yeah, I think that's about it. I didn't even do crochet this week or anything. It's weird. I was sitting here kind of in between doing some work earlier today, and I'm like, I haven't picked up a needle in, over a month now. It's going to be weird when I move and get back. I don't know. Is it going to be hard for me to get back into the groove of crafting every day, of stitching and doing my needlework? Let me know. I mean, have you guys gone through like where you lost your stitchy mojo or whatever? I mean, that hasn't happened to me in 5 years, and now kind of circumstances have made it happen, and I don't know if it's going to be hard to get back into it or not. I hope not. Part of why I started is because I do have the need to just kind of relax and chill in the evening, and I don't like doing nothing. It makes me feel like a blob. And when I'm stitching, I can be a blob and watch TV, but I'm stitching and creating, so I don't feel like a blob. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. But I'm looking forward to moving and having this phase done. I've said it before, this is one of those things, is as I'm packing, things get more chaotic. Like it looks messier even though it's more packed. It's just it's hard. And I'm trying to keep my cat from being stressed out. He's doing pretty good. He's being cuddly at night, which is nice. I ordered some chicken today, and he actually ate some of my chicken, which doesn't happen very often with Baggy. He doesn't usually eat people food, but he ate a good little portion of chicken off of my chicken. I actually was happy about that. So anyway, I'm doing good. I am working my little butt off. I am going to try and make a concerted effort this week for the next, 4 days after work to do something, pack a box, clear out a drawer, something like that every day. So it's not just like the weekend days that are, the work days. As I said, next Saturday, I'm going to go over to Long Beach again. I'm going to bring more laundry, bring more probably pillows, stuff like that. And then Sunday, Julie is coming. I have not packed any of my whips yet, so I saved basically the basic or the majority of the craft packing for when she's here, because I thought that would be kind of fun for us to do. So, okay, I'm rambling. I've actually talked for 20 minutes, which is way longer than any of these have been. So thank you for bearing with me, and have a good weekend. I hope you guys have enjoyed your 3-day weekend if you had one, and I will talk to you soon. Until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye-bye.